Good morning from the car again. It's Monday, August 24th. The midges were out and attacking us again this morning. So I am filming from the car again in the safety of the car. We are headed away from Skye today. So it's a lovely morning. I think it's going to be really nice. I don't know if you can see the midges or not, but anyway. We're heading out and last day in Scotland. Oh. All right, we haven't pulled away yet. They started swarming near our car again. Ugh. We got them in the car this morning, but they weren't as bad as yesterday, but not a fan of the midges. Yes, I know we were here before. But we are on our way back to Inverness, and this is a reliable stop for a restroom. And you do have to plan the restroom breaks here in Scotland because the public restrooms are sort of few and far between. But it's a beautiful sunny day. I know you all have not had enough spectacular Scottish scenery. So we pulled over. Wow. Just wanted to show you, this is our drive back to Inverness. And this is the nicest day we've had. It's sad it's coming to an end. Well, we have made it. Well, we're very close to Inverness. We are at the Loch Ness hub. Public toilets, we're always in search of a bathroom. And tourist information. And it's this whole town is all about Loch Ness and the Loch Ness Monster. So they have a delightful gift shop over here that I think I may have to visit. Okay, I am in the gift shop. Okay, this is like a kitschy gift shop. They've got all kinds of stuff. This is the exception to all the gift shops I've been in so far. But they still have really nice stuff. Like if you can dig through the pot holders and the pens and everything else. And I love the t-shirts. And a variety of food. And all your clean information. And lots of Nessies. And Highland Coos. Well, we are leaving the Loch Ness area. Third time we've been here. No Loch Ness Monster. No Nessie. But I have to say, Loch Ness it's a massive, massive lake. And it's very, very deep. And so you can kind of see where maybe there are aquatic creatures down there. I don't know. It's really deep and dark and it's very wide. And anyway, so this is her last chance to make herself known to me. I don't think she's going to do it. We are back in Inverness. Here is the main drag. And we're going to go up to the castle. We're going to get to see the castle this time. All right, this is from the ramp. Walking up to the castle, very different view than almost 2 weeks ago when we were here and it was overcast and rainy. And everyone's out today. Oh my gosh, there are so many people out. All right, we are up in the castle. And it's a great view. And I am way up in the very tip top. And this is Inverness, the River Ness. And then this is part of the castle, which was a courthouse, even though there has been a structure on this hill for a very long time. It was built, this current structure was built in the 1800s as a courthouse and basically city hall. And there's Moray Forth. And off to this way, they call it the Black Isle. And I'm not really sure what that is. And then there's like a little thing that, I don't know, Fort George is somewhere, but I don't know what that is or where it is. And then this looks like, I pointed it out before, that looks like, that's the Castle Tavern. It looks like such a cool place, especially on a day like today where it's so beautiful. And let's see what we're seeing out here. And this direction is Loch Ness, where we just came from. And then this hill right here is called Tom Naharich Hill, and evidently that's a very special place. And then Inverness Cathedral, we saw that the other day. Okay, we are in a multimedia presentation with our guide, Shana, or something like that. Oh, here we go. And this part is about the different kind of rocks and precious minerals that they've found. There's 2 UNESCO heritage sites in Scotland. One is Caithness, where we were visiting Ian and Kate, the flow country. It's the largest bog area in all of Europe, and it produces a ton of oxygen, and it's amazing. No wonder Kate and Ian are healthy. You guys breathe good air. This is the room about gathering. It's got sports stuff, curling stones. All the curling stones come from Scotland. Art, poets, athletics, Highland dancing, this big cauldron, Hogmanay and the Highland Games, and music and Kayleys. So as I said, this was a courthouse that they have repurposed into an experience of the Highlands. All right, I love this map. It's all the clans of Scotland. And of course, the islands don't have any clans because they were Nordic. But this is where we were, up in Caithness. And then down. The McDonald's got around. There they are there, there they are there. Mackenzie. And it goes on down. There's Boyd. Wow. And this room is all about the tartan. There's Ellen Cumming in a delightful tartan skirt. There's Queen Victoria and her tartan. Here's some modern designs. Loving the antlers. There's an old archival picture. There's talking about the tartan everywhere. And this is the people room, and you can hear Highlanders stories. They talk about historic Highlanders, and here's Jamie Fraser from Outlander. There was a James Fraser who actually left the Highlands in the 1600s and traveled all over Europe and wrote a book about it. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's who the character in Highlander was based on. I don't know. All right, we are done with the experience. This is my snack for the day. It's a banoffee tart. We are sitting outside on the terrace. So incredible view. And we are leaving the castle experience. My banoffee tart was different. It's not like my banoffee pie. The crust was like a chocolate chip cookie, which didn't really go with it, but I ate the whole thing anyway. So heading down the hill. And yet we continue to sightsee. We have arrived at Clava, Cairns. And a little bit about it. Okay, and there are four cairns here. I believe that's what it said. And there are more nearby, but they are not open to the public. And this has got a stone circle around it. And I read, so the stone circle in Outlander doesn't exist. It was made from cardboard. But I read that maybe one of the stones here was sort of the inspiration for the stone that took Clare back. So I am going in the first cairn. It would have been covered over at the top. Probably, yeah, I'm not sure how that would be. But this is the inside. Yeah, nothing here, really. This is the next cairn, and they have standing stones around them. I don't know if they were able to date these or not. I feel like I'm becoming a Neolithic expert, which is a joke. Of course I'm not. Okay, this was a ring cairn with no apparent entrance, but it's got the exterior stone circle, but then it also has a stone circle kind of around it, and that's what it looks like around it, around the base of this, all the stones. And the way they have these entrance paths, I wonder if it was a hinge, and between the exterior stones and the interior ones, I wonder if there was a trench dug. I don't know. Okay, I think I said there were 4 cairns. Well, there kind of are. There's a little tiny baby one over here. So I guess there are 4. But there are 3 big ones. And this is the last one. They did some carbon dating, and it appears that these were built around 2000 BC. And it was farmland at the time. It still kind of is now. And we got stones from the stone circle sitting by the road. There's the other one on the other side of the road, and there's one at the end of the fence. They did pollen analysis, and the fields were like wheat and oats and barley. And this will probably make my last video of sheep. I think it's kind of cool. They're in this meadow right next to these Neolithic monuments, and just hanging out. We have made it to our little B&B, although we don't get breakfast, in Nairn, which is halfway between, the airport is halfway between Inverness and Nairn. So it's a good location for returning our rental car very early in the morning. We got gas, and now our last meal is going to be Indian food. Our last meal in Scotland. So I am leaving our restaurant, and there is this beautiful spider web. And this is the town of Nairn. Here was our restaurant. It's called the Royal Bengal. And I love that tiger, Bengal tiger. And it's just a really cute town. And again, things always look so much nicer in the sunshine. But Nairn is on the coast. It's not too far from Cawdor Castle, which is mentioned in the play by Shakespeare, Macbeth. There's the restaurant. It was quite good. All right, this is our charming room in our little, again, I call it a bed and breakfast. It's, very nice. We don't get, actually there was stuff for breakfast, like you could have cereal, but we're leaving real early in the morning. But it's so sweet. We have snacks, and I haven't even checked out the bathroom yet, so hold on. All right, very, very nice functional bathroom with a walk-in shower that I'm going to take a shower in a minute so I don't have to get up at 4 a.m. Yeah, lovely. And then this is like, I guess it's like a little sitting room right as you come in. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. The Highland Coo with the balcony. And like a little chair and Biscoff. And it's called Alton Hill Cottage, and it's in the town of Nairn. Oh my gosh, it is adorable. This is the front, and it literally is a cottage. Oh my gosh. Lovely flowers. We are in for the night. We need to repack a few things. We did most of it last night and set our alarm for pretty early. We have to drop off our rental car at the airport at 6 or before. So Scotland saved the best to last. The day was absolutely perfect. Beautiful sunshine, mild temperatures. And we have a room with a king-size bed in it. That's like amazing. It's been a fabulous trip. The Scottish people are unfailingly friendly and helpful. They've been so wonderful. And clearly I am enamored by the scenery and the Neolithic structures that are here. But it has been great. I'm going to say, driving here, if you're on a one-track road, going to a place like the ferry pools, unless you have kind of nerves of steel, maybe not. Just driving regularly on the left was fine. But those one-track roads with passing places, with all those tourists who were going too fast, who didn't want to pull over, plus a lot of the roads were really rutted. But it's a story and an adventure, and I'm always up for adventures, but I'm putting that warning out. It was fun. It was a great trip. Love to go home. My 3 grands started school today. Love you guys. I cannot wait to hear how school went. And yeah, so here we go. Sign off for this trip. So eat the cake, or knacken, or sticky toffee pudding. We didn't have dessert tonight, obviously. Well, not obviously, but we filled up on Indian food. Buy the shoes. Make sure they're practical and they work. Hiking shoes for when you need to get through the mud and muck, and walking shoes for when you're just walking on pavement. And take the trip, because you never know what you're going to see. You never know who you're going to meet. And, I've learned so much on this trip. It's wonderful. And I think Chip would agree. So next time, we'll see you next time, October. Bye.